bar's closed, of course. But it's a nice enough room, actually. It's just a shame it's not being made up. So, dirty towels. The room's nice enough, but no idea whether they're made or not. I'm suspicious because there's 2 dirty coffee cups, and it's not a 24-hour reception. So. Morning, folks. Start of day 5, and I'm in a hotel near Goslar. It's a really unusual hotel. Outside the window, which you won't be able to see, is a waterfall, but I'll show you that in a little while. And this hotel is this one, and it seems to be a bit of a... So it's a big hotel, and I was the only person staying in it last night, and it was very sort of odd, really quiet. But this is breakfast, so got some scrambled eggs, coffee and juice, and some breadcrumbs. I'll show you outside. Bon appetit. I don't know whether you can see that on the GoPro. Spectacular view from the window. Anyway, plan for today is head towards Prague. I won't make it all the way to Prague today because it's about 500 kilometres, perhaps a little more, with the curvy routes. So I'll stop somewhere along the way. Not quite sure where yet, and it also depends on the weather whether I'm going to camp tonight. Because what I've discovered, being newbie to camping again, is if you get really, really wet, then it's going to be very hard to dry out in a tent, which was why I brought those waterproofs, I remember now, so that if it does start to rain and I'm camping that night, I can throw the waterproofs over, which will certainly help keep the textiles a little bit lighter. Anyway, going to pack the bike up and then head off. So day 5, see you soon.
So, morning all. Here's the hotel I stayed at last night. And the waterfall, very nice indeed. So welcome to day 5, usual casual start, 11 o'clock. Here's a tip: if you've got plenty of time, make sure you stay at a hotel which is right by a beauty spot, and then pack your luggage outside that hotel in the hotel car park, but where everybody and his dog comes to park, including loads of motorcyclists. And it's really nice. The motorcyclists that stopped to have a chat. One chap from Ireland, howdy sir, but it just adds time. And as I keep saying, I'm in no real rush. I do have, I've got to get back in another 5.5 weeks so I do have to make some progress. Anyway, it's such a much nicer day today. There's a risk of thunderstorms later, so I don't know how that's going to work out, but I'm hoping for a better day all round. Yesterday was a bit of a sad disaster as far as I'm concerned. The rain was just so heavy, the wind so blustery. Oh, look at that, beautiful. That it literally dampened the day. I took my touring boots off, which I'm sure were waterproof the last time I wore them in the rain, but they're not anymore, and they seem to have kept the water in, so not ideal. So I'll get some waterproofing for those. I know it's a bit, the horse bolting before you shut the gate or something or other, but Oh, shutting the gate after the horse has bolted, that's it. Anyway, we're in some beautiful countryside now, and I missed what it looked like last night. I was just concentrating on getting to the hotel in the end, and my GPS decided to keep on saying, go for a U-turn, do a U-turn, do a U-turn. Didn't matter which way I went, it wanted me to do a U-turn, so I had to redo it. But look at this. Beautiful. Just outside Goslar, a few miles away from Goslar. Rock and Hall, was it? I've forgotten already. Beautiful though. Anyway, today I'm heading towards Prague. So Prague is 475 kilometers away. I don't intend getting to Prague today based on previous performance, and that's quite a distance anyway. It's nearly 300 miles. I don't really fancy doing that in the day today, and I don't need to. So I'll find somewhere en route, whether it's camping or in a hotel, not sure yet. Depends on the weather situation. I think I'd like to camp because I've brought all this gear. I might as well use it, and it also helps to keep the budget down a bit. So last night's hotel was 70 euros, which included a few bread rolls for breakfast, a continental breakfast, but for an extra 20 euros I had a meal last night, which was basically fried egg and chips and a beer, and some scrambled egg and coffee this morning, and some juice. That was very nice. It was nice to have a breakfast at breakfast time. Anyway, another little town we're going through. Having the sun out makes such a difference. Right, stopping for some petrol. Bunch of sports bike riders in. So the first time I filled this bike up, I didn't notice that there was a actual hole within the filler that you had to get the nozzle into, and it all gushed back all over the tank. Okay, so that's us topped up with petrol, well, the bike anyway. 369.6 kilometers. I've taken a photo of the pump, so I'll hopefully put that up and reset the trip so we know I don't know why I keep saying we. I know. How many miles since this last pop-up? And also on this dash it shows the litres used so far. Well, there's options, but that's the one that I'm showing at the moment. Okay, so looking for some food. Looks like there's a guest house and restaurant coming up, so let's give that a try. Schnitzel, steak, etc. Okay, so I've just stopped for lunch at Zum Brammerhurst restaurant. Sure of the exact town I'm in, but here I am anyway. This is what I'm having for lunch. So it's pork with croquette potatoes, and I'm just debating whether to push through to Prague tonight and then spend 2 nights in Prague. I'll let you know my decision. The reason for doing that is that it's not really worked out the way that I'd anticipated, so I want to catch up a little bit and regroup. So 2 nights somewhere would give me the opportunity to have a full day in Prague and doing the bits that I need to get done. Right, anyway, I'm going to eat my lunch and see you later. Okay, so the decision's been made. I'm going to push on to Prague. It's 354 kilometers. Arriving about 8:30, so it'll be later than that by the time I've stopped in various places, but we'll see how that goes. It's a bit of a fine structure. Don't know how well it will come out in GoPro, but it goes a long way, that bridge. Oh, I raised the screen, by the way. Stopped and raised the screen. So I thought, well, if I've got a long trip, I may as well raise the screen and see what difference it makes. Actually, it might be just a tad higher, but it's still, now it's hitting me the top of the visor as opposed to full on the visor. So I don't know whether it will make any difference longer term. It might do. But we'll see. I do have a little screen extension at home that I didn't fit due to the fact that I thought it might be a bit bright in my eyes, not having had time to fit it and just try it out. So I didn't want to bring it, put it on and find it wasn't very amenable to my height. And then what do I do with it? Throw it in the bin or give it to someone or whatever? I don't know. Anyway, catch you later. just stopping for a few minutes, stretching my legs after 100 kilometres. Still got 230 kilometres to go, and it's 10 to 5 in the evening. So the test for the CB500X packed with camping gear and anyway, I'll give you an update. Okay, so yet another closed road, no detour signs around it. It looks like there was a festival or something going on there. So check-in time is 9 o'clock and it's just getting slower and slower. There's a lot of traffic about, so I've gone for a more direct route, which I hope this is. Didn't seem to be a way. I don't know whether it was across a disused railway line or something, but you couldn't get across seemingly anywhere. Anyway, this looks as if it's taking me across. But, yeah, trials and tribulations. Okay, so we're just reaching the border of the Czech Republic, Czechia. 6 miles. Reserve, and trip A is showing 381 kilometers and used 13.2 litres. That's since the last time we filled up. Trip B is today's mileage, kilometers, 424 so far today, and we've used 14.8 litres. Anyway, just going to see if I can fill up. I guess it's a bit late to ask now whether they take cards or not. Hope so. Otherwise, I'm a bit scuppered. Pump 4. Thank you. Oh, just in time.
So, we made it to Prague, but it was about 9 o'clock in the end. Loads of road closures, odds bits and pieces, and the sat-nav took me somewhere a bit odd. But anyway, the machine couldn't read my passport, and every time they tried entering it, it would wipe itself out, all sorts of weird stuff. But anyway, I'm here now. Bar's closed, of course, but my room, it's a nice enough room, actually. It's just a shame it's not been made up. So, dirty towels. Room's nice enough, but no idea whether they're made or not. I'm suspicious because there's 2 dirty coffee cups, and it's not a 24-hour reception, so little coffee stuff is gone. Hey ho, all part of the adventure. Anyway, I think that's probably it for today.
Okay, so enough with the doom and gloom. First world problems after all. So I've actually got my own towel. We know that. I've got a silk sleeping bag liner. So that's fine, so I can have a shower and use my own towel. I can use this sleeping bag liner if I don't want to sleep in somebody else's bed. Coffee, I've got some coffees, and actually here's one I prepared earlier. Bottom line is, today I think I overstretched it, and it didn't help when I when I arrived in Prague. As I say, the GPS took me up a dead-end street, and the hotel was only around the corner, but you just couldn't get to it. But I got there in the end, and whilst they were checking me in, the heavens opened, and this massive storm, lightning, and I'm sure it was snow, but anyway, whatever it was, came and completely drenched everything outside again, which wouldn't be bad because they're primarily the roll bags, but it drenched my tank bag again, which had only just dried out. But again, a minor technicality. So I'm here today and tomorrow, or the rest of tonight and tomorrow, leaving Sunday. Plan for Sunday is to head on to Krakow, but I definitely won't be doing that in one day. Anyway, I don't think I've got anything else to add. I tried filming as I arrived, but it got so dark it just hasn't come out. So I'll just have to do another bye for now.
Before you go, obviously I'm editing and uploading these after the event, and I'm never quite sure what I've captured in a day because of the problems I have with my audio and such likes, and sometimes it's just too late to do anything about it, of course. So I'm not disciplined enough yet. I haven't got the art of YouTube editing on the day of filming or anything. So that video didn't have the bit of information that it needed to have. So it's a bit of an interjection here. CB500X 2022 model. Is it good for 500 kilometers in a day, fully loaded with camping gear on the back and a rider of my sort of abilities, whatever, on the front, through hot weather, very hot, sunny, sticky roads to very slippery, slimy rainstorms and all the rest of it? And I have to say, absolutely. What's really good is that now, looking back at it, I've adjusted my luggage so that I've got full room forwards and backwards. So that's got rid of that problem that I was feeling scrunched when I was on my way to Prague. So that's great. The other thing is that fuel consumption wise, it's about 400 kilometers before the reserve light comes on, and that reserve still got, I think, about 5 litres in there. And when you think I'm getting around 3.2, 3.3 litres per 100 kilometers, which is around the high 80s miles per imperial gallon, so the gallon that we use in the UK, not the American gallon, because it's a different size obviously. It just means that you can plod on without having to stop. Having said that, frequent stops is important, and in fact my my Garmin Zumo XT pops up with need a break every now and again, and quite frequently, yes, I do. So, but I'm stopping every 100 kilometers or every hour and a half or whatever that might be. And on the roads that I've been doing recently, you're not getting very far in a couple of hours, kilometers wise. But anyway, I just wanted to add to that video that the 500 kilometers, I did push it from a personal perspective because I'd left late. I wasn't very comfortable, but I did stop frequently. But yeah, no, it's great. And the bike, as I say, just performed flawlessly. Anyway, enough waffle. I'll let you get back to the route for day 5. So, this is really bye for now.
I got in touch with GoPro support and they phoned back very rapidly, and I only found them because I was on a forum. It said contact us, and basically